Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We are, well, in the least desirable place you could possibly find yourself in this existence, parallel universe something. The Abyss. And, yeah, we are headed to the city of Alushinyrra, the realm of the Queen of Shadows. Nocticula. Greybor wanted to speak to us. Greybor gives you a sly smile as he lights his pipe. The excited glint in his eyes betrays his impatience to share some news with you. Finally, he can contain himself no longer. Interesting news has reached my ears, Caladorn. There has been talk among the more disreputable citizens of Alushinyrra that someone is hiring the most vicious thugs and cutthroats to kill a certain Willardus. A familiar name, isn't it? I strongly suspect that this is the same Willardus who set me up during the assassination of Darazand. I'd call that a fortuitous coincidence. Remind me, what do you have against Willardus? Well, at least we get experience for that. I can't wait to have a few words with that fellow. He contracted me to kill the Baelor Darazand, and insisted that I use the magical dagger he gave me, which turned out to be defective. My target escaped, and even though it only postponed his death for a few days, it sullied my reputation. This means, of course, that Willardus will have to pay. I'm not yet sure how I will collect that payment, in gold or in his life. How did you obtain this information? Greybor sounds offended. I am an assassin. If I didn't know how to obtain rumors, I'd be out of work. I visited a few taverns, including a place called Bad Luck. It's a real cesspool, and information flows into it from all over the city. I was approached by someone who was looking for thugs to hire. He was the one who told me everything. I would have found out more if I had talked to him longer, but after he called me a bloody larva, he needed the dentist and I needed a new mug of beer. Who is this Willardus? Greybor takes a slow, thoughtful draw from his pipe and then answers in a business-like manner. Here's what I know about our prey. He is a demon and a wizard powerful enough to enjoy high status in this city. Lately, he has surrounded himself with a small army of mercenaries, but they are mere thugs who lack the skills of professional bodyguards. Ever since Willardus found out about the bounty on his head, he hasn't left his mansion. I suspect it's full of traps. I wouldn't underestimate the danger of facing Willardus. They were looking for real daredevils to bring him down, which means this whole business is almost certainly risky, maybe even suicidal. Who wants him dead? The dwarf shrugs. An anonymous entity who apparently has more brains than Willardus, and is smart enough to keep his name a secret from his employees. I bet it is one of the Descarites. Darazand was one of Descari's lackeys after all, and even though internal strife never ends within that snake pit, they always team up against external threats. And what do you suggest? I'll be damned if I let a bunch of incompetent thugs get to him before me. No, first I must have a little chat with Willardus, and then they can do whatever they want with him. How about we leave those hapless goons in the dust and visit Willardus's mansion first? Sounds like an exciting challenge, doesn't it? Do you want to kill Willardus? Not necessarily. Perhaps I'd rather have the full weight of compensation in gold. And yet, the longer my vengeance is delayed, the stronger my desire grows to collect the debt. In another way. How do we find him? His mansion is in the upper city. It's called the House of Wicked Knowledge. I'm not sure how wicked his knowledge is exactly, but he is truly wicked when it comes to business agreements. Alright, let's pay him a visit. Excellent. I think that conversation will involve some good old-fashioned violence. Well, that'll be later on, not in this episode, that's for sure. The upper city, that's not within our reach yet. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So, this is our... Huh? I think there's a... Oh no, this is it. This is for dismissing them entirely. Okay, we're going to go with our usual party. And yeah, maybe I should click something. This doesn't work yet. We need the coin. Need to go back up here to this portal. Now, Alushinyrra is a very, very bizarre place. Look, another mortal. Can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Alushinyrra's guests nowadays. Merchants, travelers, demonologists, every kind of filth. Okay. I just need to have this one open. So, Alushinyrra has this very weird thing. If you look at that building there. Buildings in this city change, depending on the camera angle. Tutorial. In this strange abyssal realm, space itself sometimes behaves in weird, unexpected ways. By turning the camera due south, north, east, or west, you can change the city itself around you, opening new paths. Can be mildly annoying.
Done.
The abyss is chaos, and everything in it is constantly changing, in both appearance and nature. Even the architecture of the city is in constant motion. This is the guiding principle of its design. There's one thing that I need to do.
I need to concentrate. Becoming distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
Indeed. That one. That one. These are short buffs. Sure about that one, actually. Yep, I think that's good. And even though the buffs will expire rather quickly, I will still cast them.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Because here we can be attacked by anyone at any time. Even though the city apparently is supposed to be peaceful. That all very much depends on where you go. The Midnight Isles, the abyssal realm of Nocticula, can be found in Ishiar, the great ocean of the abyss. The sound of your footsteps startles the demon, and she gives you a baleful look. You have disturbed me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. A boy of about 12 stands next to her. The boy examines his wrists, which are covered in strange round scars that look like they may have come from suction cups. His inflamed skin, burning eyes, and general appearance suggest that demon blood runs through his veins. He lifts his gaze and gives you a long, sad look. Who are you? I am Zara the Grim, mortal worm, the most skillful explorer of the dark depths of Ishiar. I learned from Master Willardus himself, the trusted mage of Our Lady in Shadow. One day I will surpass my master's skill and take his place. Everyone knows this, including Willardus himself. So, next time you dare to address me, do so with respect, if you'd like your head to remain on your shoulders. Show some respect. Back on Golarion, I would have taught anyone as insolent as you some manners. The demon falls silent with surprise, then finally answers, I don't know you. I've had no dealings with you. I've never seen you kill anyone save for those putrescent rats. Why should I respect you? Because of stories about some strange, dull world that is of absolutely no interest to me? What are you doing? I am listening to the ocean, and waiting for this worthless whelp to recover enough strength to plunge back into Ishiar's depths. What a shame that I cannot walk its paths myself. How ironic that the most coveted mysteries are revealed to the most pitiful of creatures, mortals. Draws you to Ishiar. The unknowability of it. It's said everything is possible in the abyss, but we demons received only the most trivial and vulgar part of it. Flying islands, storms of living fire, awakening tombs, and songs that unsteel the minds of those who sleep. The true wonders, the greatest paradoxes and the mysteries that should not exist are hidden in these waters. They lie so deep that even Dagon's servants dare not descend into that darkness. It is the domain of Qlipoths, where common sense is a lie, and abstractions are more substantial and solid than matter. Who is this boy? The demon gives an arrogant snort. Zorgus is my son, the best of my offspring. He is helpful and obedient, which is the only reason I condescended to take care of this wretched creature. Are you all right, kid? The boy flinches as you speak to him. He looks at you with amazement, perhaps even fear, but then his eyes dart to the demon. Mother, may I speak to him? The demon's voice holds suspicion and anger. Don't speak to the boy. What do you want with him? Are you plotting to steal him away? Be warned, if you lay a finger on him, you will regret it. What are you doing to your son? Tell me the truth. Do you truly think I will answer you, worm? I grow ever more inclined to destroy you as well. Mother tells me to dive deep, to places where moonlight never reaches. Down there The boy stops, his words drowned out by the demon's angry hissing. Sorry, Mother, I won't say any more. Champion, how could we allow this child to remain in the hands of this cruel creature? Normally, I would say we have no right to deprive a child of their parents' love, but these creatures do not know love. What would you prefer, Zorgus? What do I want? In the depths, nobody knows this word want, and I wasn't taught it on the surface either. I know only how to obey, dive, be quiet, but I don't know how to want. What could I possibly want? Stop addressing my property, worm, or I'll pour the waters of Ishiar down your throat and let the ocean's tiny mollusks devour you from the inside and turn you into their shell. Hmm. I actually think we will go with the chaotic. No. Yes, the chaotic. Taking a child away from a bad mother is not a crime, but rather a good deed. Be gone. The demon looks you over, and the confidence in her eyes fades. She shrugs. You want to take the boy? I don't care. He's yours. I won't fight over a trifle, the like of some mortal spawn, especially since it's nearly exhausted its usefulness. Take him, and do as you want with him. The boy you saved from his wicked mother gives you a look that is both sad and mature beyond his years. I sense a certain darkness within this youth, hiding deep inside. Yet he himself is not evil. His soul is pure and kind, as a child's soul should be. The boy is silent and focused, as if he too heard the voice of the hand, and he suddenly responds. Does this spirit speak the truth? Is there really darkness inside me? But how can I carry evil in me, yet not be evil? His gaze pierces you as if he wants to say something else, but reconsiders at the last moment. Can you see and hear the hand of the inheritor? Yes. He glows, and he's not evil. I think I like him, but I feel there is an irreconcilable conflict between us. It is unfortunate. So, this child can hear and see me. He is not evil, nor is he a sorcerer, a mage, or a wizard. He wields no spells that could reveal the unseen, and carries no such spells cast by someone else. He just sees. What powers does this youth possess? Who are you? Mother named me Zorgus. I am a creature of her making, and until recently I was her creature in every way. I had many brothers and sisters, but none survived her research, so I was the only one left. Now that my mother is gone, I don't know who I am. Am I Zorgus? But that name means nothing. It was whispered into my mother's ear by Ishiar. So who am I? Tell me about your mother. Her name is Zara the Grim. She used to be a pauper, a diver who collected what Ishiar had taken. The ocean has no floor, so she recovered whatever hadn't sunk too deep. But those bounties were as generous as Ishiar is harsh. No one knows the ocean as well as she did. She knows the safe passages, and she guides ships, swimming at half speed so they don't fall behind. She's a child of Ishiar, was created in it. Her first cry burst from her lips the moment she broke the surface. But many centuries have passed since her incarnation. She is dark like Ishiar, cruel like Ishiar, powerful and uncompromising like Ishiar, fertile and merciless toward her children like Ishiar. What magical experiments did she perform on you? I'm too young, and I don't know enough to judge them. We'd go to the shore, to Ishiar. She'd feed me potions, then force me to dive, deeper and deeper each time. By the time I was 8, I could dive so deep the water pressed on me from all sides, and my body no longer wanted to ascend. I had to stay there as long as I could. Then I'd come up, my nose bleeding, and sometimes my mouth and ears as well, even my eyes. The next day, Mother would make me drink a different potion, then send me down again. So dark down there. I could feel the touches of strange dark things. Sometimes their vibrations reached me as if they were communicating with me. On those days I vomited black slime. I tried to hear their voices, but I never had enough time. Mother would be furious, beat me, brew a new potion, then make me dive deeper, stay longer. The last time, I spent 7 hours in the water. There were so many vibrations, they enveloped me. I then realized I am neither food nor an enemy, although I have the blood of the enemy in my veins. What does it mean? I don't understand. It was a little boring, so I imagined I was a giant octopus floating in the deep, waiting for prey. I'm afraid no one else will tell you more about me because you angered my mother and she is vindictive. So what are we going to do with you now? I'd rather not go home. I have nowhere else to go. What do they do, those who have nowhere to go? I don't know. Maybe I should live in Ishiar. Champion, we have no right to leave him here by himself. He needs care, and fate has entrusted you with this child. Have faith that you will make the right choice. You will find refuge at my camp if you so choose, and explain how we can get there. The boy nods solemnly. Thank you for not deciding for me, but granting me the right to choose. Others have not done this, and so I will accept your invitation. The little one is now safe in our care. Neither his cruel mother nor a remorseless kidnapper will cause him further harm. I'm glad we share a belief that children should not be victims of such evil. I'm certain young Zorgus will be better off on Golarion. Well, who knows? One moment, please. Here we go. Let's just quick save.
As it should be.
Trickery 40. A sturdy door, locked and covered with frightening carved pictures. 40. Well, I think actually Waldrith is around there. 39. Yeah, well, that should go okay.
This is my kind of work.
To the rotten guttery. What? Okay. A group of dirty beggars in tattered clothes have gathered around a handsome young man with messy, dark hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but it doesn't seem to notice. He gives the beggars a charming smile, completely oblivious to the sharp shivs glinting in their hands. The young man has a gloved puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rags with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize in a surprisingly deep voice. Hey, you lousy parasites. Who's in charge here? The young man lowers his puppet and beams cheerfully. He addresses the crowd normally, in a warm, friendly voice. I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner, with candles. I'll pay for everything, of course. A date? With one of them? You must be really desperate. And I think they are very sweet citizens. The beggars whisper among themselves. You manage to catch a few snippets of their conversation. He's crazy, leave him be, and what if he bites you before the crowd disperses? The young man jots something down in his notebook. Okay.
Always
none?
be ready
I will
for
help
the
where
worst.
I can.
Aha!
We should prepare.
Are we in trouble yet?
Yep, I thought as much. That one is
Don't mind
disarmed
me.
there.
This is my kind of work.
Pretty sure there are more. Jeez, the horse is big.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
There's one over there as well. So I forgot to loot the chest or the barrel. Is it possible?
Can't hide from me.
It is.
Something wrong?
No, but I would like it if you can disarm this thing.
Pretty good, aren't I?
You're the best. Feral charge. Yeah, now we're like... I mean, we have 500,000 money. Or more. But now we're going to get items on that value on a regular basis on all... Like, this is a random place in the city. Demon Slayer soup. Money is not going to be an issue from here on out. The sounds around you fade, and the world is plunged into eerie silence. Street noise never ceases in Alushinyrra, but even it has disappeared. You are surrounded by thick and impenetrable darkness from which 3 pairs of shimmering eyes observe you. A sibilant whisper reaches your ears. Explain yourself. Who are you, and what do you want from me? What the heck is that? Many questions, few answers. I am Nazirius. I kill. The monster's whispered hiss sounds more like an icy blast of wind than human speech. It is impossible to say whether it is boasting, threatening, or simply stating a fact. Minago the Lilitu purchased your death. Incomprehensible. You are a mortal. Killing you is easy. Why did she not kill you herself? Why me? A trap? An opportunity? An enigma. Nazirius, what are you? There was a Fey Lord. There was an opulent court. There was a court executioner. The Lord was generous. Gave the gift of death to many. Everything is different now. The Lord is overthrown. Court is disbanded. The executioner is gone. Now I am here, peddling death. You are facing an Ankou. These evil creatures have control over shadows and often serve powerful Fey Lords as executioners and assassins. It is not surprising this creature makes a living in Alushinyrra as a killer for hire now that its master is gone. And yet this Ankou looks unusual even for a Fey. The creature must have somehow become tied by blood to the demons during its journey through the abyss. Baphomet punished Minago. She lost her powers. Now I understand. Minago is weak. Weaker than the mortal. She bought your death. I will kill you. Then I will kill her. Free of charge. I want to kill the Lilitu. Minago sent you to your death. I have laid waste to armies of demons. You cannot hope to overpower me. Minago is afraid of you. Why? Something is wrong. The monster lapses into puzzled silence. Minago is not a lord, just a client. The deal can be terminated, but there is a condition. Reputation. A cheated customer means a ruined reputation. Kill Minago. No client, no contract, no problem. We have a deal. Where is she? A house in the lower city appears in your mind. Find her there. Come and kill her. The monster silently vanishes. Your ears are once again filled by the ceaseless din of Alushinyrra's streets. The flow of lava rushing through Alushinyrra to the ocean originates from somewhere at the very top of the city.
I found something.
Okay. How does that building work again? This is one of the parts that I like about Alushinyrra.
I'll go ahead.
The city
Heavy
is
trap
full
might be
of
treasure.
What's
puzzles.
that there?
There are all kinds of places where you can get up
Ready for
and
anything.
down. We're going to go here with Caledon
I'm here.
and
Where else would I
Woljif
be?
We
and
will win
Sela.
this war.
The road
and
awaits.
Thunfix.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
All ears.
Really have to stand close together here.
Time's not waiting.
We'll leave the animals down here. Dimension Door Mass to there. Good.
My tail is restless.
Disarm.
This is my kind of work.
And disarm.
This is my kind of work.
Now there might be something up here, so... Careful does it. That was apparently the wrong direction. Soul Hunter. Did you forget something here, mortal? Be on your way. This is where I, Death's Reaper, come to hunt.
I shall not fail. I am prepared.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
A bright future awaits us.
Ask nicely.
Our duty calls.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Baron Caustic Saber. Prayer. Protection for the door. Harkness Aura. Then talk to him.
Can we retreat already?
But then again, I feel you are ripe with Death Essence. Glorious. Make a powerful undead servant out of you. And this one is one of those really hard fights.
Out of my sight!
Like, this guy has 488 hit points, 56 armor class, 30 resistance to all the 4 elements, 37 spell resistance, 5 damage reduction. He's a level 40... No, 33? Yeah, hit dice 33.
The light, take you.
I'd like you to change to that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Cover me, all right?
Enable this.
Let's try this way.
I will see to your demise.
That is very much whatever to me. He did overcome the saving throw of Sela. I have no idea what Circle of Death does, but I can't see any icon that. Nope, no idea.
Into the fray. Hey!
Of course, it does help that
Attack!
I am basically
You
buffed
won't
to the
survive
teeth.
me.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Another one of these. And die. Assailant's Belt. Dexterity plus 6. With a very nice effect. At that. Agile Fists and Cloak of Resistance plus 2. Okay, that's basically what we wanted to do up here. Let's go back here.
Focus on the goal. Let us bide our time.
It's pretty important that we
A
all
goat, a
stand
lizard,
together
and a
here.
human enter a tavern. What'll it be,
I know
lamb?
what to do.
The bartender
Ready
asks.
for anything?
Always be ready for the worst.
Everyone counts on me. Time's not waiting. No mistakes.
I need you to stand in there.
We should prepare.
Good.
Focus on the goal.
Dimension door mass. And down there again. Because it's rather annoying when you leave something up there. Okay, now we have to go all the way to the other side of the city because we need to go to Minago's hideout.
Follow my lead.
Which is there. Let's save. Because she is also pretty difficult. I hope we don't get any door issues here. That's him! Don't let him near me! I'll pay you double, triple. You hear the lily too? Let's finish this mortal. Ah, yeah, whatever. No, we're not getting any door issues. This is good. Just remain exactly where you are. Cast haste.
Precision and grace.
The
Go after
inheritor,
Minago.
guide my blade.
Spider swarms, eh? I guess there was a trap there.
Endure this.
I suspect a little feast of blood maximized wouldn't hurt here. I mean, there are so many juicy targets. Yeah.
Distract them for me.
Aim carefully.
I'll make short work of this.
He does damage though.
The light take you.
Make every strike count.
What are you? The demoness shrieks, backing away from you on unsteady hooves. I can't kill you, can't deceive you, can't escape. Not even here in the abyss. Her voice is almost a wail now, and her eyeless face is streaked with red tears that run from Baphomet's mark. What's that mark on your face? Minago's face twists in a grimace of horror and hatred. A brand. Baphomet's brand. And yours too. He branded me, my master. He branded me for my failure in Kenabres. He took my powers. He maimed my face. Damn thing hurts all the time. He said the mark would stay with me and I would keep bleeding until I spilled the blood of the one who caused me to fail in Kenabres. Minago licks her lips and gives you a slanted grin. If only you would take pity on a poor demon and let me bring your head to Lord Baphomet, it would finally stop. So you'll be in pain until you kill me. Yes! How am I supposed to do that when the brand has taken away half my powers? I can't do what's being asked of me. Just can't. And I'll never win back the favor of my lord and Alushinyrra. Tell me about the demons who command you. Serve Lord Baphomet, the great deceiver, who outwitted the Prince of Darkness Asmodeus himself. He's cruel, my lord is. Cruel, imperious, cunning, and unstoppable. Scaris started the invasion of your world, but without the help of my master, his swarms of locusts would have done nothing on Golarion. The Scaris demons only know how to eat and kill. We, servants of Baphomet, follow another path. The grimiest, most devious of all the paths that have ever been laid. I have been one of Baphomet's finest servants for hundreds of years. Alushinyrra herself, his favorite daughter and priestess, took me to her bosom. See how my loyal service has ended. When no one else can see me, I howl from the pain in my mark. Forced to grovel before pathetic idiots and witless warhounds. And here I am, begging for mercy from a mortal. See here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'll just kill her. I'm kind of tired of her. So, you won't run from me anymore, Minago. Elite demons have a special place in my heart. I enjoy watching them die, and the memories of this creature's demise will keep me warm, even on my deathbed. Farewell, Minago. Fine, fine. Kill me. At least I won't have to run from you anymore. And thus ended the life of, or whatever you can call the existence, I suppose, of Minagho. She will probably be reborn as a Dretch or something like that. You get a headband of vast intelligence, you get an amulet of mighty fists +3, ring of protection +3, a ring of luck, and a cloak of resistance +2. These are just regular heavy crossbows +3. Yeah, you can see what I mean when I say that. We get a lot of high-level items that are all worth a lot of money here. Seasoned Assassin's Armor. Total concealment against all ranged attacks. But if you receive a critical hit, you gain damage resistance 10 for 1d3 rounds, and you become prone for a round. I'm not sure if I like that one. Bracers of Archery, that's always useful. We also leveled up. So that should probably be the last thing we'll do in this episode, leveling up our characters. Let's see, anything else in here? Nope. So, time to level up the characters then. If you're not interested in the leveling up, then you can feel safe about skipping the rest of the episode. But please do feel free to leave any questions in the comment section below, or comments of course. Now, the leveling. Caledon. We are purely going Sylvan Sorcerer on Caledon, so he'll end up as a level 20 Sylvan Sorcerer. His 15th feat. I have no feat written down on this level. Which leads me to think that maybe improved critical. I haven't taken Bolster Spell yet. I did take Selective Spell. There's something that I need to check here. Improved critical. This is easier. Critical. We can't take that on this level because we need a base attack bonus of 8 and our current is 7, so we have actually wait until level 17 to get this feat. Which means that I'm actually a little bit uncertain what to take. I mean, we could take Spell Focus, but most of the spells that I use are Lich spells, except for the self-buffs. Combat Mobility? Let me just have a look through this so I don't spend 10 minutes looking at this. Yeah, I'm going to go with Bolster spell. It increases the level by 1 and increases every die rolled by +2. So it can no longer apply precision damage, which is fine. Additionally, all enemies within 5 feet of the targets are dealt 2 damage per die rolled. This one can be useful because that means I can use Exsanguinate as both a level 7 and a level 8 spell, and I can use the other one as both level 8. No, level 6 and 7, and then 8 and 9. I don't remember. Level 5 spell. Life bubble on a lich, that would be the height of irony. Phantasmal Web. No, we'll take Thought Sense. Waves of Fatigue. Probably if I get the option to get more level 5 spells, I might take that later on. Even though it does have a saving... No! It has no saving throw, only spell resistance, and it is a cone spell. I'll take Thought Sense. For level 6, I can finally take one of these master spells. I don't think there's any of the other spells that I want here. Sirocco, I would normally take Sirocco, but not on this character. Transformation would also be decent, but on the other hand, Thunfix can cast that on me. So we'll take... Cat's Grace Moss, which will then last for 24 hours. His level 7 spell. Seven spells are generally, I mean, it's not bad, but not convinced by them either. I don't know why this doesn't have any kind of description. I don't know how much good that'll do. That one gives of exhaustion. Okay, Sela. Power attack seems to be the feat we are going to go for here. This is one of the few areas where Sila and Alnilana diverge. Because Alnilana will have taken power attack on level 1. Mercy cursed. Now, not Lam. It's easier if I go one by one after my character sheets. Gunfix. Level 15. Eldritch Knight. Weapon specialization, 4 shard. We want Ice Body and Legendary Proportions. Next up we have Lan, Hunter, Improved Snapshot. Want to take Natural Rhythm. I'm not sure if this is the one that I want. This one is interesting. Sad thing that it actually does have a negation. Yeah, no, the Hero Critical seems to be the most sensible one. Wooljiff. Our level of the Dissectionist here. Your feet, greater 2 weapon fighting. Now we want to have greater mutagen. We already have Death Ward. We don't need greater force life. Restoration, perhaps? I think so. And finally, Darren. Well, there are animals companions to take into consideration too, but bing blong blong. Feet. Spell focus evocation. Weapon focus. Evocation. Revelation should be Nature's Whispers, which will change his armor class to be a little bit higher since he will use his charisma instead of his dexterity for his armor class modifier. Flame Strike, so that he has some spell that he can do damage with. As for level 6, Create Undead, I think. Other option would have been Joyful Rapture. But I'm not convinced about that. Well, it does cure Intelligence, Wisdom and Charisma damage. And frees everyone from any emotion effect. Yeah, I'll take Joyful Rapture actually. Level 7, Destruction is the one that I have written down. The level 7 spells are weird. Most of them will affect my party because my party is kind of all kinds of alignments. Alright, now for our animal companions, we have Peps at level 15. Wants to have a Die Hard. Betab, who belongs to Lan, will want to have improved Iron Will. Whereas Kugo will also want to have Die Hard. And then finally, we want to have armor proficiency, heavy barding on Wally. And with that, I think we can safely say that we are done with the episode. We'll go outside though, because I want to have some kind of thumbnail of the actual city.
As it should be.
If you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section, as always. But for now, thank you all so very much for joining me, and I hope that you enjoyed Alushinyrra, even though we are still in the lower city, and that I will see you all in the next.